let's take a look at a very popular comparison that a lot of you keep asking me about these days, and that's in the entry car space. Now, when it comes to hatchbacks, the competition is always pretty immense. So the Tata Tiago is the new car that has just driven in and is challenging a lot of the existing rivals there. And one of the key rivals it needs to take on is, of course, that car, the Maruti Suzuki Celerio. So you can do that. You can compare the two cars, take a look at their specs, their prices, how they match up. And what's more, we'll also, of course, do a lot more than simply show you a comparison table. We'll, of course, drive them for you and test them for you as well. So take a look at this comparison now between the Tiago and the best-selling Celerio.
Tata Motors forayed into the small hatchback segment with this, the Tiago. While it's a refreshing change to the entire portfolio, what Tata managed to do is undercut all its rivals by pricing it just right, even the petrol and the diesel. But by that time, Maruti Suzuki already had a car in that lineup and had already introduced one with a diesel engine, that's the Celerio. So we're checking out how one diesel pits against the other. Check out our review.
Cars for people who want low running costs as a priority. The Celerio and Tiago certainly fit the bill. Maruti Suzuki has been selling an average of 6,000 units of the Celerio every month, and Tata Motors has just about broken the 4,000 units mark in June. So the Celerio has been more popular, but the Tiago is still relatively new. And as we've said before, offers features and space of a bigger hatch while operating in the Celerio's value range. Make them stand side by side and you'll see how young the Tiago looks. The Celerio is quite bland and neutral, and the Tiago wins on design appeal. And that's true inside too. The cabin on the Tiago is well laid out, and though it's not as wide as the Celerio, it still comes across as quite spacious. The thing that comes across is the much improved material quality to the interior fit at Tata. There's lots of storage space too, but the Celerio matches the Tiago here. The Celerio gets a dual tone theme, which adds a bit of color to the cabin. But when you compare the quality of the material used, yet again the Tiago triumphs. The front seats on the Celerio are comfortable and the legroom at the rear impresses. The lack of leg and headroom at the rear is a sticking point on the Tiago. In fact, the lack of thigh support on all seats will make travelling long distances a little painful. What is also painful is the sound of the Celerio's engine. Rev it above 3000 RPM and the sound becomes shrill, which is obviously not great. On the diesel Celerio, the 2-cylinder turbo diesel engine makes just 47 brake horsepower. However, there's a respectable 125 Nm of torque on offer. The Tiago gets a bigger 1047cc 3-cylinder engine, which is good enough for 69 brake horsepower and 140 Nm of torque, so it has got the upper hand on output. But the Celerio is lighter by nearly 180 kilograms, and this means it's a bit more agile. The Tiago has more pulling power than the Celerio, which helps it sprint. But we wish it had more power in the mid-range, as you're left helpless post 3000 RPM. What we also noticed was the clutch, brake and accelerator pedals were a bit closer to each other than on the Celerio, which is why you have to be careful and get the footwork right. The ride on the Celerio is firmer, and so there's a bit of kickback when you go through a pothole. The Tiago, however, takes in its stride and makes for a good driving experience on the whole. On the petrol side of things, the Celerio gets a 998cc 3-cylinder engine which churns out 67 bhp, while the Tiago gets an 1199cc 83 bhp rev-trim engine. Both cars get tons of features, and the list includes power windows, steering-mounted audio controls, height-adjustable driver's seats, tilt adjust for the steering wheel, audio system with USB, Bluetooth and auxiliary input. Now all these features are available on the top end variant, but the Tiago makes things further by adding rear parking sensors and a cool glove box. The Tiago gets a better sounding audio system as it includes 4 speakers and 4 tweeters, which give you an all-round aural experience. Hook up the infotainment to your smartphone and the Tiago system will relay sat-nav instructions, which is quite a good and rare feature in this segment. On the safety front, the top-of-the-line variants of both cars offer dual airbags and ABS. None offer anything on the base though, sadly. In the battle of fuel economy though, the diesel Celerio wins hands down as it holds the record of an ARAI test economy figure of 27.62 km per litre. The Tiago is a very close second with 27.28 km per litre to its name. The Celerio diesel starts at 4,84,000 rupees and goes all the way up to 5,90,000 rupees. This is where Tata brings in more to the table as it undercuts the Celerio. The Tiago costs 3,84,000 rupees and go all the way up to rupees 5,54,000 rupees, which make it quite a good deal. The Celerio with a petrol engine starts at 4 lakh right up to 5,10,000 rupees, with the AMT price between 5,40,000 rupees to 5,23,000 rupees, while the Tiago petrol costs between 3,20,000 to 4,81,000 rupees. And so, if it wasn't obvious already, Tata has certainly managed to set a new benchmark in this segment with the Tiago, and it's certainly the deserving winner in this contest.